Today we're going to talk about how to grow your eyelashes with Lumigan, or how the Americans call it, Latisse. I'm Dr. Zoya from Trick Aesthetics Clinic in Mayfair, London. First thing to note is that Lumigan contains an actual ingredient that is clinically proven to make your eyelashes grow thicker and longer. So it's not one of those serums that has a multitude of different vitamins and peptides, etc., that helps nourish the eyelashes. So this is different. So Lumigan actually came about in a very interesting way. It was discovered because it contains an ingredient called bimatoprost, which is a prostaglandin essentially, and it was used in ophthalmology. So people that had glaucoma, it was a medication that people used as eye drops in their eye to help with that condition. And what a lot of these patients were saying was that, okay, yeah, my eyesight and the issues with my eyes are improving, but actually, doctor, I'm noticing that my eyelashes are getting really quite luscious. So this happened over and over and over again, to the point where then everyone started realizing that actually bimatoprost can really grow the eyelashes. So then came about Lumigan, which is a diluted down, much minor dose of what is used in the ophthalmology world and the medical world. There's a really small dose that's used here, and I'm going to talk you through exactly how you're to use it. Okay, so firstly, it comes in this small little bottle that you can see on the screen, and you're going to get a single-use brush, and you're going to get a tiny amount of it, and you're going to put it onto the top eyelashes only, and you're going to try and be as precise as you can. So the reason you're only going to put it on the top eyelashes is because obviously you're going to keep blinking, and when you blink you're going to transfer some to the bottom eyelashes automatically. Also, if you wanted to, you could put the excess that you've got remaining on the brush, the tiny amount, into your eyebrows as well, because it'll help those grow too. And then generally you just do this every day, and you can do this for about 6 to 8 weeks, and most people within the first couple of weeks really start noticing that their eyelashes are growing in length and also in thickness. The one thing to note though is that people say that the eyelashes grow quite straight, so you do need to then curl them. So I generally advise my patients to only really use this for 6 to 8 weeks at a time. You can then maintain it with peptide, amino acid, vitamin-based serums. So let's talk about the side effects. So the common ones, you can sometimes get a bit of irritation, but this is short-lived, and you can get a little bit of redness as well. Again, short-lived, but if this is occurring, then make sure you let your doctor know. Other things that people get concerned about is the staining that you can get of your skin on the eyelid. So this can happen if you're not super precise with the brush itself when you're putting on the Lumigan. You want to make sure you're trying to just get it on the roots of the eyelashes and not really the skin too much itself. But this only really happens, the staining, the brown staining of the eyelid, really happens with prolonged use. And the important thing to note is that if it did happen, you just stop it and it reverses pretty much in a few days. The other thing that people are concerned about is if you're using too much and it's getting inside the eye itself, it can sometimes stain the color of your pupil or the iris. This is again quite rare, and it happens with prolonged use, and again using a lot of it. And this is why I only really advise patients to use it for 6 to 8 weeks to really mitigate these possible side effects. And again, if it did happen, completely reversible, just stop it and it all comes back. So then there are much more rare side effects that actually come about through prolonged use, and these are the kind of things that people get a bit scared and worried about, but again, these are completely reversible as well. So if you're using it for a prolonged period of time and you're getting a lot onto sort of the eyelid area, so then you can get a bit of fat shrinkage, and then also you can get something called lid ptosis, where your eyelid looks a little bit more droopy. But again, this is super duper rare and only really happens with prolonged use. So this isn't something that you should be using for years and years without a break. You should use it for 6 to 8 weeks and then have a break, maintain it with your amino acid based or vitamin based serums, and then come back to it after 6 to 8 months if you wanted that extra boost to your eyelashes. I hope you found that useful. If you have any further questions, then drop us a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.